viewing today, you did not just have a very good lap. Waterloo, New York and Chemung, New York have both lost representatives in the race. That is Jeffrey Bodine's car up against the turn 3 and 4 wall. He and Mike McLaughlin, Mike is from Waterloo, New York, as well, as we take a look at what happened.
McLaughlin on the bottom, Bodine upstairs.
That happens so many times at this racetrack. You don't see the guy right on your quarter panel, and as you start into the corner, you pinch him off just a little bit. You see McLaughlin right on the bottom, almost on the white part of the racetrack. That's the apron there. Bodine comes across, they make contact.
Clear low? No, it wasn't.
We'll take one more look with the in-car view from Mike McLaughlin.
Right there. Oh,
just
right on the left rear corner.
Just touched.
So the first caution comes out at lap number 97. We're now at lap 99. They'll be coming around to the crossed flat. Jones with greetings for their mom, but Brad Loney has greetings for the wall in turn number 4. He was running 34th, 3 laps down, but caution is on the speedway for the 3rd time at lap 171. Sets up some very interesting.
See Loney there. He gets a touch just in the back there.
Had a little kiss from Kenny Wallace. Boom! Man, that's a pretty mean hit. That was not just a little. I didn't get a good look at it the first time. That was a pretty mean lick into the wall.
The fuel cell's dragging on the ground. That back end is so badly bent.
Terry Labonte is up to 6.
Jones sideways over on turn 2 there.
He's going to crash it.
He goes.
Oh, into the wall.
Somebody's got himself a good picture right there. No yellow.
There will be a caution because he stopped against the inside wall on the back strip. Elton Sawyer knows that all he sees in that mirror is that 32.
Trouble out of turn number 4 as cars get together. Dave Blaney, Andy Kirby. Elliott Sadler just does get by, but no such luck for the 53 machine as caution is on the speedway. Hank Parker Jr. got a piece of it, but that is Andy Kirby. There's the Lyndon Amick car that is spun at the other end of the racetrack, and caution is on the speedway.
Parker Jr. had nowhere to go on the outside there.
Kirby had no place to go either.
And that's the deal at the other end of the track, yeah.
Namick coming off 2 great weeks. He'd had 2 top 10s in a row before this.
See Adam Petty there going on the low side to get by there.
It's worth another look here from Kirby's car.
There Blaney gets sideways. Look at Hank Parker. Bam! Right into the outside wall there.
Hank just had nowhere to go. You see the 47, Elliott Sadler, just got by to the inside. And we are under caution. We're at lap and the caution.
Man, oh man.
Yeah, you talk about a tough break. That's about as tough a break as a guy trying to win a championship could possibly have.
You're exactly right. And he was trying to get back to the front, and I'm sure that he got on the outside of the racetrack. And Keller in the 57, they make slight contact getting in the corner, and around goes Earnhardt up into the outside wall.
Brand new race car. Buys a piece of Bob Bayer's wall here at New Hampshire.
Well, that's what happens. The end of the race. They get running hard.
Dale's just fine on the speedway. Caution is out. They are rushing around, running to the checkers. It is now an official race. Next guy by wins. The leaders off turn 2. Elton Sawyer.
Eli, all the cars are clear up there. But I don't see any moisture on the racetrack as Elton Sawyer goes down. Look going into turn 3.
He last won in 1994 at Myrtle Beach. That battle there is for 3rd and 4th. But the win is going to Elton Sawyer, who takes the checkered flag for the first time here at New Hampshire International Speedway. His first win in the NASCAR Super Speedway. And
I think the sealer is so good right now. Mark's able to hang on the outside. The racetrack's pretty right here. We have 35 cars spinning up off turn 2 on the inside.
And the caution flag is out as Lyndon Amick gets the car righted and gets back underway.
First caution flag tonight coming out here on lap number 2.
Turn 2 and all the smoke. What caused all this, we don't have any idea. He was actually at the end of the line. There's only a couple of cars behind him.
Very fortunate. You see the dampness over here that he didn't get into the water a little bit and get into the wall. But just was in the right place, right time.
All right, well, caution being waved here at Richmond International Raceway. after just 2 laps. If you just joined us, 4, Stanton Barrett in the car number 40 involved. Also involved the 35 car of Lyndon Amick.
And Hank Parker Jr., I think, also is involved. And this time, and the right front goes down on Lyndon Amick's car. And there we see the 53 of Hank Parker Jr. This time, Lyndon did not get quite as lucky as the last time.
Get high in turns 3 and 4 a moment ago, losing a couple of spots. Up front, teammates running for the lead. And LaJoie does indeed spin the car. This time he does not get through turn 4. The car goes around and will bring out the caution flag as now the car has come to rest. See if we can see what happened to him. Previous lap, the car got very, very loose in turn 3 and 4. This one he had a little help.
Looks like Kenny Schrader in the 15 car gets in the back of LaJoie, and around he goes. Let's check his onboard cameras. You're riding with him down the backstretch. In turn 3, and just listen. Not good.
Yeah, I think he was just coming up on that lap car, on the slow car on the bottom there, and he hesitated just for a moment, and Kenny just drove on down in the corner and got in the corner of him.
Well, working the
Continues to lose positions as it's like that's Mike McLaughlin pulls up beside of him.
trouble over in turn 4. One car right across the racetrack. That was Jeff Fuller, and his car came right down in front of Adam Petty.
You ever see Jeff Fuller going in the corner? And there's some contact between he and Shane Halls. He tries to get in the corner, and man.
Well, a brand new race car, and they were so excited about bringing that car here to Richmond. Jeff Fuller, former modified series champion, former rookie of the year in Busch competition, really getting it together with Meredith Ruark and Leon Fox. Let's see if we can watch again from Shane Hall's roof camera. Watch for the contact.
Just a little bit, and it's tough to tell whether the 89 came up or the other car or Shane came down a little bit, but it's just enough that it wiggled. He snatched the car, then jumped on the brakes and just spun around on him.
Well, there's the damage on the back of that car. There's Leon Fox by Kevin Grubb. Here comes Earnhardt Jr. going by Mark Green on the outside. And Ernie Irvin spins around here. Ed Barrier's car also spins. A couple of cars coming into contact. Still no caution. Ernie's car is stuck in. It's a little sideways.
Just gets a little sideways off the corner, and there, tell you what, it looked like he was going to smack the wall, but all of a sudden he does avoid it, and the 77 car gets hit from behind by the 43 car, which spins Barrier down the front straightaway, and lo and behold, no other cars were involved, amazingly.
Yeah, that was a great job of driving by a lot of different cars because there's two accidents. We talk about it. Ernie gets loose and spins. The 77 gets tapped. But look, you can't see these other cars. And here they are trying to find their way through it as Barrier spins down the racetrack. And these guys are 5 and 6 wide trying to find a hole.
Let's ride along with Ernie Irvin as he goes in turn 3. Now comes off turn 4. And there he goes, sliding down in the mud.
And one more angle from Shane Hall's roof camera, right behind the Ed Barrier car number 77. There's a tap from behind for Barrier. He spins around. Shane able to continue going, and now coming at you from the start-finish line. There's Ernie up high.
And they sent a wreck around to get...
And the backstretch, Chuck Bound and the 72 car, Hermie Sadler, have come together. Bound gets his car looped around right in front of the leaders coming off of turn 2. And that will bring out the caution again, but he gets the car fired and will lose.
Boyd, which he did, avoid spinning the 27 car out, but he spun himself out. And then the 72 car comes along and almost gets involved in the crash.
Oh, nice job by Hermie to just to slow up enough to let the 63 car clear and open the gate to go by. Now Chuck spins around. And Wayne Grubb, who just a lap ago's car went way up across the racetrack. This time he did not keep it out of the wall, and he will bring out caution number 8.
Dripping a little fluid there of some kind as he drives off.
Okay, car. Now let's show you why the caution flag for the 9th time. Car number 43 is Shane Hall.
think he got touched by the 61 car of Tony Roper because the car just abruptly spun around, and I would guess that was from contact with Roper.
Yeah, it almost looked like as he got down into the corner that
4 cars once again did not stop. Less than 100 laps to go at Richmond International Raceway. Back to green flag racing on lap 155.
I'm told that Larry Pearson 00 once again has been black flag passing on the left. Oh, and he gets in the 56 car. Oh, and
good job.
17 car is involved with Steve Grissom.
And Earnhardt Jr. has some damage on the right rear of his car, and the rear end is wobbling on that car for the. Let's watch again. Grissom's in the middle of your screen.
Boom. Watch Kenseth just comes down, and he and Jeff Green makes contact, and there's Earnhardt Jr. in the 3 car making contact with Elliott Sadler.
Kenny Schrader does a great job of evasive driving right there. He goes from the high side to the middle to the low side. They hook right here. The 56 and the 22 hook. And you see the left front's turned all the way to the left like a broken ball joint. He hits the outside, and then we can't see what happens there. But, oh, heck.
All right, Dick Trickle was behind us. Let's look at his vantage point from his onboard camera. Watch him. Rear end damage on his car. Jason Keller a moment ago as his car got high and had some contact.
Then we see Jason Keller as he comes off the corner, and you're right, just simply got too high and brushed the wall.
And in the backstretch, Elton Sawyer, our most recent winner, last week in New Hampshire, has had some contact. He is 3rd in the point standings. Wow, the first, and he came in here just 10 points behind Matt Kenseth in 2nd spot. He was in 3rd in the points. There's David Green spinning in the car number 41. Casey Atwood getting by through all that smoke. There's the 41 car. He got his car righted.
Let's see. There we see the 98 car, the white car. The 25 car, Kenny Wallace, goes down and gets Elton slowed down, and Adam Petty comes along and really not expected to be that slow, runs in the back of the 98, and boom, in the wall he goes.
Running the back of them. They all got bunched up together there. Everybody checked up a little bit. Adam didn't check up in time and run in the back of the 98 and spun him right up into the outside wall.
And Bill Weber, a big break for Jason Keller, who's on pit road.
Trying to make the most of a bad situation. They're taking 4 tires. They're going to try and beat the pace car off of pit road right.
He went away a moment ago, and the car number 36 was the leader. But here's what happened to Tim Fedewa.
Going in turn 3, some contact between Jeff Burton and Tim Fedewa, and Fedewa tries his best but just can't save it. Goes up and smacks it outside wall, and is taking his car to the pit area and has been sitting there. And you ever see the 60 car trying to go for the lead? This is Mark Martin for the lead. Now,
Kyle, we see these drivers talking about how much contact between Bound and Adam as Bound saves it, Adam backs out and Chuck gathers it back in, and now a lot of smoke from beneath the front of Adam Petty's car. The fender pushed in against that left front.
They're running for 11th and 12th position.
And Jason Keller has had some contact. He's right in the middle of the racetrack in turn 4. Cars going above him, below him, and still no caution flag. Keller, the pole sitter.
And something is broken
in Las Vegas in this same race car he's driving here tonight, and also one at Texas. Takes the white flag.
We see Phil Parsons right in front of Mark Martin. He is currently in 15th position, so 15 on, 16 on back, at least 1 lap down. Here comes Mark off the corner, Jerry.
Mark Martin down for the checkered flag, and Mark Martin will win the 13th running of the Hardee's 250 NASCAR Busch Series event. He picked up his 3rd win in 19.
Tucked in right behind him. Larry Pearson has looped it as he just went out of the front stretch there, and the first caution of the day is out already, and another car is also turned around over there, and that's happened.
Yeah, it's tough to really tell what happened. He's already out of shape right here. You don't know if he got bumped or whatever, but he was out of shape right there. You see a couple of these other cars. Lyndon Amick gets into him right there with bad break for Lyndon Amick. He's had a tough year also. But a couple of these cars, you see them go through the grass here, get on the inner road there, but you see the 42 car get in the grass, can't get off of it, and he spins.
Jeff Green is
Here, you see a car high, he pinches it off to the inside there just a little bit, and he comes off the wall and gets into Mark. Turns Mark into the outside wall. He slides down through here, does a great job, but gets right up next to the wall. Dick Trickle, trying to avoid everything, goes through the grass and comes out and almost runs in the back of him. But a great job. The car just comes telling him that the accident's happened. He turns left and gets out in the grass. You can't steer out there. Then he shoots straight back across, and you see him, boom, almost, man. Did a great job of making a mistake running out through the grass.
I think the start of the incident, we see Elton Sawyer there in the Lysol car going by, and Fidoa's car gets just a little bit sideways, maybe some contact with Adam.
Yeah, it looks like either Adam got into him, they checked up, or either Adam just absolutely run in the back of him. It's hard to really tell what happened. But then, while that's going on down in one corner, this happens up here in the corner in front of that, where they just get together. The 37 and the 98 get together, and they're racing so tight. And like I say, it's just one of those things right now.
On board once again with Shane Hall, and man, that was stacking up right in front of him.
Shane Hall's going to be good the rest of the day because that's some stuff. So, you know, Brad's probably got a little bit better tire right now, and it's probably best that Shane just let him go and run him down later.
Oh, the 22 car of Jimmy Kitchens has made contact with the wall, and that is down in turn number 4. And the yellow flag will fly once again. 5th caution of the day. Air Jamaica vacator on there. Chuck Bounds. Oh, and we've got a problem with Jeff Krogh in the number 56 car. Looks like he's made some contact, but he's going to get to pit road, and as of now, no in-car, so maybe we can see exactly what happened. On board with Shane Hall, there's Jeff Purvis right in front of him, and boy, yeah, Krogh made pretty significant contact.
Fidoa, if you
Way up from through the field, LaJoie started pretty far back, and he's battling now with Mike Dillon. LaJoie, who started in 23rd, will lose a spot, and Brad Loney is on fire and takes a very, very hard hit from Lyndon Amick.
Yeah, I don't know if Lyndon got in some oil or got in something right there. You already saw the fire happening a little bit right there. And as Lyndon come off the racetrack, it just didn't look like he turned, like he didn't see him, and just run all over Brad Loney, who was sitting there. The fortunate thing is that you see Lyndon moving around in the car, and it kind of knocked Brad away from the fire. So the fire's still sitting there burning on the racetrack. But Brad's out of his car right now.
That's great.
It's good to see right there because that was a really, really hard hit.
We see that Brad Loney backed it into the wall. That is in turn number 2, and you see the fuel just start pouring out of the check ball valve.
And you can see Brad's in there moving his head. You could see as he first stopped. And now he's sitting here, and it's a pretty good while before Lyndon comes around, and Lyndon just runs all over him for some reason. And I don't know if his spotter didn't tell him or what happened, but Lyndon either got in some oil or something happened, and just really Lyndon took a hard lick too. It's good to see he's moving around. Here's the race back to the line thing. He's got to be talking to himself, and his crew's got to be talking to Fidoa, saying, look, get what you can get. Let's come on, let's finish, let's get whatever we can get and go from there.
And we have a car into the wall in turn 4, and I believe that may be our in-car camera of Shane Hall, and it is way. So Shane Hall may be able to make it to the pit road, and they're going to try to keep this one underway. And Ted Christopher spins, and we've got a big crash down in turn number 4 in the same spot where Hall had just hit the wall.
Yeah, there may be some oil down there. There may be something down there. You don't know what happened to cause Hall, because Hall had done a great job up till that time of avoiding all the accidents. All of a sudden, he's not just going to spin by himself, but that's a major pileup that took out some of the front cars.
Yeah, caution number 10, and a big fire now coming out as they tried to refire. Tubodine, he's up front. If we roll the replay here, maybe we can see Shane Hall's on the inside.
That's Shane. This is the first accident. This is where Shane spun. He got in the corner and tried to stay off the car in front of him and spun himself because of it. He just tried to stay off him. Had the wheels locked, left front's flat, you know, because he busted it. That's just one of those deals. Then they go, while Shane's trying to get back to the pits, here he is. This is from Shane's in-car camera right here, from Shane Hall's in-car camera.
Yeah, I believe this is the same incident.
This is the incident where Shane spins all by himself. This is not the major wreck. This is just one of the wrecks. And exactly the same place where Shane spins right there. This is the end of the second wreck. Ted Christopher either spins and loses it, and they all check up behind him, but...
Boy, Chuck Bounds involved there. We see Mike Dillon got hit there, the 98 car of Elton Sawyer, and Randy LaJoie looks like he makes it through there pretty much unscathed as people continue to pile in, and that's what happened to McLaughlin. He got on the grass, and bam, nowhere to go.
But that's the deal. These guys, you see them get on the grass. They can't control these cars on that wet grass, and they've got no place to go. Look at Randy LaJoie's in-car camera. He goes to the inside right here. The wreck happens up in front. 13 spins. Randy gets sideways. gets hit, gets knocked back straight, goes to the left, goes to the right, downshift, turns left, and goes right in between them all. You see Jeff Purvis go to the inside of him, and great job of driving by Randy LaJoie to get hit. And so in the corners, it rolls away from that left front. It doesn't rub in the corner. It just rubs when he's on the straightaways with it. So if he can stay off of it as much as possible, it'll help him.
White flag lap is in the air right now as Matt Kenseth has 1 lap to go. What a run for Adam Petty, Dave Blaney, and Hank Parker Jr. all in the top 10 on their very first visit ever to Nazareth Speedway. But the DeWalt Chevy has been the strongest here in the closing laps, and Matt Kenseth is going to pick up win number 3 of 1999 in the NASCAR Busch Grand National Series. He wins the first Union 200 at Nazareth.
Lap 14, 21 miles into the wall. Adam Petty, he had come through 10 automobiles, and now the car rests on the bottom of the track, just down about 400 feet into the tri-oval area. You can see some of the damage on that one.
Yeah, you can see it's on the left front, too. That's not the side you want to hit on. I don't know exactly what happened until we see. But you see him trying to get the window net out to let the fireman know that he's okay.
Must be disappointed to come from.
Just comes around, no help whatsoever. He goes up into the outside wall, slams into the left side of the car.
Well, you know, I told you this track's a moody racetrack, and sometimes it gets real loose, and today it was loose. He just flat lost it and came around, but at least he got in the wall the right spot. He didn't get in driver's side first. Got the back of the car, which that saves it, flips it around, and gets the left front corner.
Way to the races and out of the race. Adam Petty.
Stable, we could have been going somewhere, but the car was good. I just got a little loose there and lost it.
Oh, trouble.
Big wreck on the back straightaway coming out of turn 2. It's collected 1, 2, 3, 4 cars.
And they're still hit. They're still wrecking down the back straightaway. Cars careening off the outside into each other as they start off turn 2.
Flag back out for the second time, this at lap 24. Now that number 32 down there, that's Jeff Green, got pasted, and that looks like Kevin LePage up against the fence.
37 is Kevin Grubb. Boy, that's a familiar sight. You could see the Kelly Denton just lose the back end of the 75 car. He goes around and up into everybody else is along for the ride there. They're running through a lot of smoke there. They're on the brakes. You see nowhere to go.
It reminds me of the Winston last Saturday night. We all had our big crash. One guy goes down and takes the whole field with them, and evidently the track's really slick right now. I believe we got hotter temperatures today than we had yesterday for sure, and a lot of these cars are loose right now.
LePage got caught up on the outside, took a bad hit, and then right behind him, the 32, Jeff Green. Badly thrashed that one.
Dick Trickles out of it.
Number 5. Wonder how much damage he took. He got hit and spun, back end moved up a little.
Let me correct myself. That was not Kelly Denton. I just was looking at the replays there. Kelly Denton come along much after the wreck was underway there and got involved.
Jimmy Spencer back up across the track, and he is the one that got caught by the number 32 by Jeff Green. One more hit.
Well, that's what you can see when you start off the corner over there. You can imagine at 180 miles an hour trying to figure where to go as these cars are going back and forth across the racetrack.
Now, when you saw Jimmy Spencer go from the bottom of the racetrack up to the top out of control, when you're a competitor back then, they run the corners as hard as the Winston Cup cars. I'd say they'd be very similar. Wreck turn 4. That's Shane Hall. In the 43, you can see the tire coming off the right rear corner with the axle still hooked to it.
But it's the first time I've seen that one in a long time.
27th spot. Away for Shane Hall. I believe he was caught up in one last year.
Car gets real loose right there. He's fighting for control, goes up, smacks the wall, comes down very hard on that left rear corner. I think that's where it snapped the hub.
I think it snapped it there too, but I'll tell you, I think something broke to cause that car to get loose like that, and then he lost it. That's really strange to see a car like that break.
You can see oh man, just skirting by on the bottom there. These guys are looking for a way around. Let's watch him as he goes through. The back just comes around. Now watch when he hits the wall right here. Everything looks in pretty good shape. Now he smacks the wall right there, and it comes hard down on the left rear corner.
It could have broke it doing that. We've both seen many crashes like that where that doesn't usually happen, but it's happened today.
And what you're seeing there, the fuel pump is right up on the right front corner up there, and it usually breaks the fuel pump off or a fitting on the fuel pump, and then it shoots fuel out under the car there and causes that fire.
But a fuel...
Yeah, but Gordon's already out on the track.
Beat him by 2.2. Well, let's go to the pits. We'll take another look at this incident right here.
That's Shane Hall.
As Shane Hall gets collected into the wall. Here comes the thump.
Boom. There is circle.
And then that left rear tire disengages. S600. So big guy, what's it going to mean if you pull that one out of the fire?
It'd mean a lot. I mean,
trouble
at turn 2. That's Kevin Schwantz.
Kevin Schwantz hit the inside very hard with the left front corner there. You can see he's already been in the wall with the right side.
Martin brings him across. Race back to the flag. Hard wrap on the right side up against the outside wall, and then hard on the inside. Take a look at the replay, see what we got here. Already up the wall.
Already in the wall there on the right side. Comes across right here. He has no brakes, anything. He's along for the ride hard into the left side.
Yeah, that's the last thing. It's a helpless feeling when you lose the steering and the brakes when you're in the grass. You can't steer in the grass running this quick.
Give you this.
Gordon's having to run a little bit evasive there. He's running out wide. Oh,
Benson.
Benson, you can see fire on the top as he spins around there.
Benson worked his way up, ready to challenge. Brings out the 5th caution of the afternoon, number 5.
And I noticed Casey Atwood has some damage to his car. He's coming down the front straightaway with the back end of that car all rolled up.
Kissed that one goodbye. Take another look.
That's Johnny Benson in 26 there. Looks like Brett Bodine just behind him there. They make a little contact. Benson fighting for control, gets in the outside wall.
Sure acts like the 18 checked up somewhere and got caught.
Way back there, Casey Atwood probably jumped on the brakes because he sees the car spinning. It's already loose. The back end comes around and up the bank he goes.
So the question is, who else has some damage?
There's the contact we were talking about. Just very lightly right there, but a very crucial part of the corner.
Just a little kiss.
Yeah, Johnny just did not get a rough room. It looked like he was a little loose right there to point. Bodine got behind him, just didn't get enough room. Took air off the spoiler, and around she went.
And behind them, there you see Casey Atwood squirting up the track. Well, the damage done on the outside wall, but it would seem that he, too, as Buddy said, got on the binders and somebody turned him loose. As you wait to see when he's going to win another one, and this could be the day.
Elliott Sadler there, and the 47 gets in trouble. The back end going around, gets hard into the wall there with the front end of the car. You see him spinning up the hill now. He never, hey, right there, he got the front end to the outside wall.
This is not to be his day for Elliott Sadler. Tried to keep it off the wall.
Both sides. Everybody coming very hard. You see him come off the corner there.
Touch the wall, didn't he?
All right, gets contact there with the... I'm trying to see which car that was that made contact with him as they come off the corner there. But he definitely got hit in the left rear corner, and that started spinning.
45 miles to go. It was running 13th when this incident took place. McLaughlin.
Well, Mike's up against the outside wall there on the left side. On the driver's side, spins back across the racetrack. Very lucky that everybody skirts by as Kenny Wallace goes to the low side under him there.
Another look.
Just the back end of the car comes around there and to the outside wall.
One more look.
Yeah, you could see him fighting for control there, but he just couldn't get her back.
Well, it did what I call the death wobble. That rear end kicked out, the net front end took off, and it's all over. It's pretty hard to steer once you get up.
Tomorrow to try for 600 miles. He'll start in 8th position. White flag and 1 to go. Kenseth lies 3rd. Big announcement coming out on Kenseth for the future. Perhaps tomorrow morning as to the entire plan with Roush Racing.
Back in second place, Matt Kenseth is right on the back bumper. Dale Earnhardt as they go down in the corner.
Last lap. Coming down for his 6th win here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. Checkered flag is down on Mark Martin of...
Oh, got trouble off turn 2. Big trouble. Big trouble. Cars everywhere. Here we go.
There's Roper in his first visit. Dick Trickle has taken the caution. There you see Bobby Hillen in the 8. And a host of cars tangled up coming off turn 2, where the same thing as happens off turn 61. And that's Tony Roper, first time here.
He just gets up there and gets loose.
Yep. Bobby Labonte in the 44 goes by. A lot of cars are going to the low side of the racetrack. It's very narrow over there, and the racetrack is banked 9 degrees down the back straightaway there, so they slide to the inside automatically.
I think we took another look at that real close. That car looked like it had a left rear tire down on it. He was that looked like what got him loose. Looked like his left rear tire was low on air because it was wobbling on the wheel before he hit the wall.
So the Jeff Hensley crew goes to work on Chuck Bound's car. Everybody else pulling away under caution. Steve Burns and Dr. Dick Bergman for Winston Cup Racing, the MBNA Platinum 400 tomorrow. Trouble, turn 4. That's Steve Grissom, who tags the wall. How many times have we seen guys hit the wall off turn 4? And you can clearly see that Steve Grissom has himself a situation that he's going to get out of in a hurry, running 34th at the time of that accident.
You hardly ever see a fuel cell.
We can see here, he's already up into the wall. But how many times, I remember Kenny Schrader he took maybe one of the worst licks of his career at that corner. Rusty Wallace has over the years. A lot of guys have. Hermie Sadler did.
They're making that look.
Uh-oh.
Who is that?
No, somebody's...
Oh, Buckshot. Don't do it. Don't come down.
Bulls here, Buckshot. Caution. Caution
Right
for the 00.
Right front. You can see it right there.
Yeah. Lap 76. All right.
Trouble. Big trouble.
Trouble here.
Ed Barrier and Casey Atwood.
All right, hustle, let these go. Leader's coming off the 4.
Come on, Casey.
Hustle up, trying to get across the line.
Go. That ain't gonna help him.
He's staying on the lead lap, but ain't gonna make no difference. 77.
How'd you put down a little?
See if we can tell what happened here. I believe that 77 must have spun in front of him.
Now there they are.
No.
Casey caught the lip of the racetrack.
No, he wobbled.
Yeah, Casey caught the apron. Half the car was on the banking, half on the flat. Ow. And it shot him up.
Yep.
That barrier hard into the inside wall. And you're on a 9-degree bank there. When you come across, it just feels like it picks up speed.
Oh.
You can see everybody there going, what do I do? And into the inside, look how hard he hit
That's a hard, man,
right on the driver's side.
See, that track it's banked. It goes down like that, and when it does, I mean, it just picks up speed as it comes down that hill. Yeah. And folks, I got to tell you, television does not do these wrecks justice.
No, because that was a hard lick to the outside, and then he spins all the way across the racetrack. Now, when he hits right there, you can see that.
That's 3,200 pounds over the Busch.
25th place, Joe Bessie just go a lap down to Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Oh, here we go.
You have a problem here on the main straightaway. Spinning is Shane Hall. Look out below as everybody manages to just get by. Shane Hall spins off turn number 4. Caution, lap 100.
Whoa, it looks like
Andy
he had a little help there.
Andy Kirby might have touched him, or what was that after the fact?
I think that's after the fact. Andy Kirby hadn't been running fast enough to hit anybody, I don't think.
You got to be careful up here. We'll have several replays, I guarantee you.
I've been watching Andy, though, and he's been, I don't think he really caused that.
No, Shane was already sideways.
And I didn't mean that unkindly to Andy. I just been watching. He hadn't been up to speed much today. So if that happened, if he did something, it was purely an accident.
All right, so here comes the field. Now comes the field to turn number 4. Only the
movie I saw, buddy. What's that? A league of your own.
Trouble left man takes it, and Joe Bessie right there in the power team car. Caution. caution on the speedway for the 6th time. Lap 151 as Kenseth and Bessie seem to get together.
Ernie Irvin was also involved. I see him down in the corner now.
The point leader by only 84 on Earnhardt Jr. Oh, look, Bessie broke loose.
Yeah, Bessie got up
in the marbles.
In that white stuff.
See Ernie Irvin in the 14 there battling to get it back straight there. He was just in the wrong place and got collected.
Oh boy.
You like that? You like the cue ball on the billiard table?
Wow.
Just bouncing around.
When you restart in 25th place with 50 laps to go, and you got to get yourself back to the front, you're going to get in trouble.
Well, cleanup's going to take a bit. So
fast all day long.
Keller's now in 6th. Grubb is 7th.
Grubb is coming. I think he's going to take that spot.
Trouble, main straightaway. That is Jeff Fuller.
Oh, hard
the white lightning wall. We heard a big boom just as he went by, which normally is indicative of a tire that was cut down. And caution, lap number 106.
Oh, yeah, they touch. Yeah.
Ow.
Oh, man.
And that looks bad. Now watch when he turns around and heads down into the inside wall here again.
And you know what it was? That big boom I heard was him actually hitting the wall the first time.
Oh, Phil bounced. Yeah, see, Phil bounced off the wall.
Oh, it broke the wall. Yeah. I saw dirt fly on the back side of the wall, so it broke the wall somehow.
What started that was Phil Parsons hit the outside wall, bounced in to Fuller's car, which shot him into that inside wall.
Trouble turn 2 as Dale Earnhardt takes the caution again. One car has tagged the wall in turn number 2, and there you have further problems here on the main straightaway. Randy LaJoy. So Randy LaJoy directly here in front of the main straightaway grandstand.
And Matt Kenseth again.
Kenseth again, who had just come back.
Oh, it just doesn't look good.
There you see LaJoy already sideways.
Whoa.
Don't know if there was any help there from Krogh or not. Jeff Krogh was right behind him or alongside, but in any event, that was the second, so you don't overpower a racetrack?
I think maybe some of the smaller racetracks, that would be possible. But here, in a good hand, oh, we got trouble on the back.
Trouble back straightaway, turn 3. There you see Ted Christopher, the Busch North and Featherlight Modified Tour driver.
And if I'm not mistaken, he and Dave Blaney got together going down into turn 3. I know.
You got Johnny Benson, who was outside, and Elton Sawyer in the 98 behind him. Well, it was Johnny Benson.
Johnny Benson.
Oh, boy.
Now, whether Ted came in on him or Benson came up.
No. I just looked up and saw the 93 going by, but that's why we have replays.
Yeah.
So our 9th caution, you see right there, we're one away from tying a record that you hate to ever tie or break. International Raceway outside of St. Louis some 18 races ago. But he's going to win here today. First win of the year, 8th of his career. Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins with a scramble behind them.
Wow.
With Todd Bodine holding off David Green. That was what Darrell Waltrip was reacting to. But Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins it. And Ralph, some pressure is off that bunch.
Oh, it sure is. Tony Eury Sr. is here with me. Tony, you get your first win of the year. You retake the points lead. Tell me.
That is today's Tech Fact, and we are back under green as Johnny Norton waves the flag. Lap 14 of 300. Kevin Grubb, the race leader. He's had it since lap number 1. Now Trickle challenges him for the lead. While you ride with Matt Kenseth, we have problems in turn 2. There is one machine up against the wall. Chad Chafin, the Tennessee native, takes over the race lead at lap number 16 at the same moment that Chad Chafin spun. And there's Mike McLaughlin now with problems coming out of turn number 4. So Mike McLaughlin spins the Gould's pump machine. Typical South Boston.
Well, it is, Eli. You just see exactly what happened.
Now let's take a look as they went off into the corner. Chafin, the 84, just got wide, and the 12-degree banking wasn't going to hold him.
And you saw
Mike McLaughlin turned real hard to try to miss him and just clipped him with the right rear, ripped that TV panel off, and then he went on down in the corner and spun out again.
Back down to the pit lane, Mike Hogwood.
Chad Chapin just told him.
And Phil's going to have a tough time getting in line, or can he? Oh, right behind him, you see the spins. Spins going off into the corner. Chuck Bound is in the 63. The Lysol car is Elton Sawyer. And on the inside, the 00, Larry Pearson. You've had Jeff Fuller.
Larry Pearson, the 00. And but all those cars were able to get going again and did not lose a lap. There you see it. Pearson spins down to the inside. A little bit of contact from Elton Sawyer into the wall there. You see a little bit of damage to the back of Chuck Bound there, but all cars were able to continue. And as I said, stayed on the lead lap. Dick Trickle was coming up on him right about now, and he slowed down. The leader of the race slowed down.
Don't know if you can see the whole incident up there in the corner, but the cars broke free.
You see Grubb got up into the wall, and it looked like Philip Morris checked up. You see Randy LaJoie coming by here right now. He's maybe going to give us a little better look at it, or at least what it looks like when he came by.
Going into turn 1, and there you see ahead of them the cars spinning.
Yeah, Philip Morris, the 01 car, just got on the brakes to try to miss Grubb and spun his car around.
The 5 of Dick Trickle. And the 44 of Justin Labonte.
Lifted him right off the ground when he tapped him in the rear there. Of course, Justin was 2 laps down, getting ready to go 3 laps down, and Trickle got a tremendous bite coming up off the corner, it looked like, and I think he got up on Justin a little quicker than he meant to.
Take another view here. Again, Trickle having worked his way into traffic.
And watch the tremendous bite, Dick. It's right. Look right there. He really accelerated.
He just got going, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that Justin's car was just a little bit loose, and he got out of the throttle. Dick certainly didn't mean to do that.
And Todd Bodine was right there running in second, and this is what he saw. As Dick Trickle hits Justin Labonte. And caution number 7 is on the speedway. Your brother qualified for tomorrow.
Eli, he had a pretty good qualifying position. The last 2 weeks have been better. He was 2nd at Dover last week qualifying. He's 6th at Michigan, so they're really working hard on the chassis. We're back to green, racing again.
Lap 142. Around goes Trickle with Lyndon Amick, and everybody else is on the binder.
Stay up, go hard.
Wow, what a great job Dick Trickle did in spinning that car around and not getting hit.
No caution.
Into the car right here. You see it? You can see the dust right as he hit the oil dry. It took him right up into Trickle. Now watch Trickle spin this thing around and miss this traffic.
And look at Phil Morris, that 01 car. What a great job he did not to wipe out half the field. He could have made the 7-10 split there. And now trouble. Oh, we had just talked about Dave Blankenship, and he's in the wall in turn 2. Ah, we put the whammy on him.
Put the Sports Illustrated jinx on him, and we put him on the cover, and there he went. Too bad. He had a great run going. He's got the car righty now. He's pulled it down off the racetrack, heading toward pit road. You can see him there. He's got major damage to the...
Behind the 4 of Purvis.
He just broke loose getting in the corner, almost like the right rear was down. Again, you see the speedy dry, the dust. He may have been up a little high on the racetrack. We'll have to wait and see when we get a report from the pits, but I believe he may have gotten up into some oil dry again.
Caution with a pit stop for the Duralbot. But watch this again from Larry Pearson, the 00. Pardon me, Tom, coming through.
Boom. Well, Larry figured there was already damage to the right front. He couldn't hurt it much more.
Now, right. But Tommy Ellis is one after leading 127 laps and then being spun at lap 142. He is back up to 12th place, and around to the wall goes Mike Dillon.
Dillon got a little high going into the corner there, getting into the turn, and he got up in the speedy dry, whacked the wall.
16th place runner was Mike Dillon, driver, to take a position on the lead lap. Again, here's what happened with Dillon.
See how high up on the racetrack he was right there, higher than anybody, and he got up in that speedy dry, getting into getting off of turn 4, got him right up into the wall.
10th caution flag of the day. Let's go to Mike Hogwood.
We're in the Hank Parker Jr. pits where they're all smiles, including pit chief here, Dave McCarty. Tell me.
Between 3 and 4, caution out.
Trickle
and out. Cars are in the middle.
Trickle and Loney. Caution is on the speedway. Tough break for Loney, who was running in 15th spot. He 90. He's
It almost looked like Loney just broke loose. Looks like he lost the back end of the car down on the bottom and spun right at Penn Trickle against the wall. You're exactly right. Larry Pearson came in there, but I don't think there was contact there until after Loney had already broken loose.
Then you see a battle for 8th place now. And caution, Randy LaJoie goes around in turn 4. He was already 5 laps down in 22nd. And Randy brings out caution for the 12th time.
So he just thought he had problems when he had that fire early. There's been
Dale Earnhardt Jr. won last weekend at Dover Downs. His first win of the year. As spinning is Matt Kenseth out of turn 4. The 4th place runner, Kenseth.
Keep her coming. Yellow zone. Keep her coming.
On the speedway. Caution. Okay. It comes out at lap 2 in as many weeks.
Black flag.
4/10 of a mile to go. Don't know if Jeff Green has anything for him.
I don't think he does right now.
But he's going to make one more shot at it.
He's trying to get the nose under him. Wow, what a great drive he made, but he just
gave it an effort. Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins. And you've got Grubb spinning. You have Tom Hubert spinning. But the win goes to Dale Earnhardt Jr. for the second.
Lap number 8, and that's the reason why you're looking at Jeff Purvis. And you know, one of his crew members told me yesterday, he says, boy, Jeff just does not have any luck at this track. Take a look at what happens.
This is down into the inner loop, one of the fastest parts of the racetrack, and it looks like the car just dropped a wheel there off in the braking zone and ended up getting sideways. You drop a wheel in the braking zone, it totally unstabilizes the car.
The 64 is John Preston. You can see the damage on Purvis. Give you an idea how it's been as slick as grease. The 59 of Mike Dillon goes around.
Yeah, right in front of Ron Fellows, by the way, and Dillon manages to keep it out of the pea gravel there.
And then coming into view should be the 43 of Shane Hall as he gets around as Dillon is coming back out onto the racetrack right there. So you can look out. Ron Fellows is on the move.
And I think the other advantage here on this fuel issue with Ron Fellows, oh, we got the 10 car off.
Phil Parsons is into the barrel. I'll show you what happened to Phil Parsons.
This is on the first restart, and so keep in mind those tires are cold and might have picked up a bit of debris, and he just kind of skates across the grass there and buries it in the gravel. Never got to those big foam blocks that are backed by the tires that are backed by the wall.
Round, Mike McLaughlin, oh no! Into the, this is a lot of 3-4 cars involved in this crash in the S's, and this is one of the fastest sections of the race course. The 48 there is Kelly Moore. Scott Gaylord is the 77. He was first into this.
Gaylord was running 11th. LaJoie was right behind him in 12th. So we'll have to look if LaJoie got through that, if they got offline again.
Let's take a look.
And this is a very fast part of the racetrack. And if you try and run this side by side, 2 by 2, you're going to get into trouble. And it looks like, boy, it looks like Gaylord just lost it on his own. It's hard to tell from that angle exactly, but boy, that is a hard hit, definitely. And see, Roper was about 10 cars behind, but just got caught out.
I'm wondering if somebody dropped some fluids there, because why did the other two get mixed up in it? I mean, they were a good 3-4 seconds behind. Look at the damage. That's a perfect imprint of what the guardrail looks like.
That is very impressive, actually.
I'm impressed.
You couldn't do that if you tried.
The car has serious results.
Well, look at, there's a curve right there, and he just biffs that curve just a little bit, but it pushes the car out to the left. There's certainly no grip out there. He gets the brakes locked real quick, so he gets a lot of speed taken off, and Kenseth and LaJoie sneak through, but other cars not so lucky. Expensive there as they go down the back straightaway.
Report of 2 cars off. Again, it's John Preston. That's his 3rd time. And also the 73 has taken it off course. That's Brian Wall. The Vernon Boilers.
The pea gravel doing its job, and let's not give him too much.
Whoa, look. Yeah. Oh, and then Preston gets into him.
So it wasn't really his fault.
No, Preston should have zigged right instead of zagging left. First career Busch North win at Holland earlier this month. Okay. Thank you, Kenny.
front problem. Well, Marty, it looks like the yellow is out, so our 6th caution of the day, I think it's probably to fix the...
Tough time for him to have it happen.
Well, and he got it loose coming off the last corner, turn 11, and just biffed those. Not very hard. This is another angle, a better angle. You can see he's a little offline there, a little out of the groove, and he gets it sideways, and there's not much you can do at that point.
You know, he's coming off of a 3rd, his best run of his rookie campaign at South Boston. But he got into this field on a provisional in 39, the 24-year-old from Denver, North Carolina. Let's go back and show you something that happened to Dave Blaney a little bit earlier. Ooh, that's not good.
Well, at least he kept it out of the pea gravel, and that is good.
And Blaney shown in 21st position right now. You know, it's tough for these guys. You got to remember, it's the only road course that they run all season long, except for...
A lot of speed, and he just couldn't make it work. Just too much speed. A great job to save the car.
Yeah, but it's going to cost him dearly because here comes Dale Earnhardt around. And he gets tapped from behind by Mike Bliss. Cannot keep it from going up a 3rd car into the gravel pit. The caution is out. It will be our 8th. That ties our race record. And there is damage. Oh, and Curtis Markham. They wanted to get as many points as they could because Kenseth didn't get off the corner well. Bliss gets into him. It's not intentional. It's just one of those deals. Kenseth was trying to defend a little bit. Bliss gets out, and then it just all breaks down from there. I don't think Kenseth could see or knew that the 35 car Bliss was that close. Look at where the angle is here. And he's coming down. And Bliss was on the brakes, so there was nothing Bliss could do.
There's no question Bliss was on the brakes, and the hole was already open from Earnhardt. And, of course, Kenseth there unintentionally gave Bliss another little tap back as the 72 car then gets into Kenseth hard on the right side.
One more look. Spin has already started from that point, but it was clear on the last replay. The 35 had been on the brakes, held its line. Just nowhere for him to go.
Well, Mike Bliss saw a hole there, and he thought, well, I'm going to try and take this opportunity and fill up that.
And here comes Dale.
Look at this run. He's got to run.
Dale Jr. has got him. He's under braking. Fellows doesn't have enough tire, and he may not have enough fuel.
But Earnhardt locked up the right front.
Oh, they touch.
Big touch.
Contact heading into the S's. You don't want to do it there. Too much guardrail. Look at the way this turns into a tunnel.
Lap car up ahead.
I was listening for the motor to cut out. Didn't hear it, but right now Dale Jr. has got about a 7-car length lead under braking.
Fellows has been very fast through the inner loop. Look at this. He closes right up.
He's only got a few more corners. He's got really one more straightaway to take a shot and keep history for Ron Fellows. Dale could deny the sweep. Fellows won the pole in both the Craftsman Truck Series and the Busch race. He won the truck race yesterday. He could make the sweep if he can get around Dale Jr. One more corner. I don't think he can do it. There's just not enough time.
Now look at Ron, way too fast into that turn 10.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to pick up career victory number 10, his first on a road course, and he's going to deny Ron Fellows the clean sweep at Watkins Glen. What a finish. The crew ecstatic, and
they just gave me word the engine just shut off. They think it must have blown up, but it is definitely not running, and it does appear to be terminal. They've all left the pit stall now, and we're getting ready for pit stops here, but tough
in the garage. Watch what happened here with that barrier. Let's see if we can pick it up. He's in a red 77.
This is coming off turn 2. There you see he's already sideways. Not a lot of traffic there. There you see some cars going to the bottom. Just loops it around and probably just gets away from him. Them old tires get pretty slick. That thing gets ill driving after 80-something laps. And pit road is going to be a busy place.
Just as we were breaking away, Kevin Grubb, one of many involved, Steve Burns.
Eli, he came in, the tire was flat on the left.
What happened, folks, off of turn 2?
That's Andy Santerre in the 47 spinning there.
There you see the 09 of Mike Garvey. There you see the 37 car of Kevin Grubb there. Curtis Markham spinning down there. He hit the inside retaining wall, so it looked like it all started with Andy Santerre losing it off turn 2.
Well, right in that area, there was a whole lot of cars together there. There was probably just a little bit of contact there. When you're passing and everybody starts racing off the corner like that, you're very loose there. If anybody touches you, that just sets off a chain reaction.
So there you see Andy Santerre's machine. The leader, Glenn, though, is still Casey Atwood.
Yeah, he is.
They're on the fairgrounds, the Wisconsin State Fair Park, where it's hot enough to cook bratwursts. We have just seen the caution flag fly for Matt Hutter as he spins in turn number 4, brings out the 3rd yellow flag of the day.
Out of the same mold.
We've got problems up in turn number 1 as Randy LaJoy, the 3rd place runner, has gone around in the corner.
You're clear
Left
there.
rear tire, flat.
Just try to take it easy. Come on around.
And there's no caution.
Welcome back, everybody. We are under caution as the field went back to green. Jason Keller, you see him there in turn 1, and that is Bobby Hamilton Jr. driving the Jeff Hensley car.
Restart. There you see Bobby Hamilton Jr. is already sideways. Nowhere for Jason Keller to go. Gets into him, spins here. Bobby Hamilton Jr. hits the inside wall. Jason Keller sliding backwards, buddy.
Yeah, you can see right there a lot of damage, a lot of fluids coming out of this car because the oil cooler and all is right up there on the nose of the car. You see a lot of.
This is coming off turn 4. There you see Mike Bliss.
Mike Bliss
hits the outside
the 35
wall.
car hits
That's
the
what
outside.
it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was. And I guess Todd Bodine got a piece of Hamilton after Hamilton checked up when he saw Bliss bang the wall. Look at that big old bumper there. And remarkably, nobody, there goes Garvey missing it. Nobody gets over that piece of, and then when Keller got down into the corner.
Well, he spun in his own fluids there. You can see under the left side there. Watch the car go around as the oil cooler's pouring oil out on the racetrack. He just got in his own oil and spun around.
It's really a shame. He was having a good run, too, staying right there in that top of the liquid pouring out.
From Jimmy Johnson's onboard camera.
Adam Petty, he goes sailing up here and the racetrack is almost blocked. He had nowhere to go. He really had to check up there.
So the caution is on the speedway again.
Flag, last lap.
White flag. Now, if something happens to the front 2, remember Dale Earnhardt Jr. is running 3rd.
Man, oh man, this is what a race car driver lives for, the chance to win. And Casey Atwood sitting in 2nd has never won a Busch Grand National race.
Jeff Green has won twice
Oh,
before.
he gave him a little shot
And
there.
here we go for the win. Casey Atwood says, I'm not going to let this one get away.
Bring it home.
As long as he don't overdrive it.
Casey
Great
Atwood.
job, yes.
He has got himself a win on the NASCAR Busch Series.
Oh, was that one? He gave him just a little touch, not enough to hurt him.
We'll tell while there's a problem in turn number 4. That is Tim Fedewa, who was the pole sitter a year ago, spins the Stanley Pontiac out of turn number 4. That is the 2nd caution of the day. He's in 29th spot, Fedewa. Ricky Hendrick, we followed him the day. Oh, around goes Earnhardt Jr. You just saw him spin right through the picture frame. No contact, no caution. No contact, no caution.
There you see the leaders coming off turn 4, so he lost. This is coming off turn 4 here. See just a bunch of traffic. I don't know if somebody got into him. That looks like maybe the 36 of Tim Fedewa that was behind him. I don't know if they got into him or maybe he just got loose up off turn 4. Chances are he might have got a little bit.
Number 3, caution on the speedway. Dale Earnhardt Jr., who had just gone a 2nd lap down, has problems while running in 24th spot. So Dale Earnhardt Jr. brings out caution for the 3rd time tonight, lap 165 of.
And evidently a little bit further down the racetrack is when it deflated and the air went out of it.
So caution on the speedway for Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s problems at lap number 165. It has been such a very clean race. Tim Fedewa spun at lap 102, brought out a caution. Dale Earnhardt Jr. spun earlier, but there was no caution.
McLaughlin getting sideways, almost spinning, gathers it back up as he comes on the front straightaway.
Then behind him, everybody else was getting on the binders, and there was where Hermie spun around and crunches it there up against the inside retaining wall for the 4th caution flag of the day. Bows out. Jeff Green, who won at Nashville back in April and has 2 career wins. Maybe for him, this is his just due after losing one late in Milwaukee. Green will win here in Myrtle Beach. LaJoie settles for 2nd, and it's a heartbreaker for Jason Keller.
Earnhardt Jr. Up ahead is Purvis, Petty, and Fuller.
That's 7th through 11th.
And a car in trouble here going straightaway. A couple of cars, actually. Hank Parker Jr. and the 25 of Curtis Markham.
David Blankenship.
I'm sorry, David Blankenship.
And David Blankenship has some heavy damage to the left rear of the Duraloop Chevrolet. And Shane Hall is trying to go by. And right there, we're going to see some contact between Shane Hall and Blankenship. Shane Hall just squeezes by on the inside.
And from another angle, we see that he's already, and there is Barker spinning on the inside of the track, and everybody avoiding him. So David Blankenship's 3rd career Busch start brings out our first caution. He finished 31st at Martinsville and 29th at South Boston. That
1 second over 10 feet of it, Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Matt Kenseth.
Kenseth seems to be better on the longer runs. Here he comes back to challenge Earnhardt again for the 4th spot, 3rd spot. Oh, we got a car sliding. That's Butch Miller. Sliding off of corner number 4, the car on the apron of the racetrack. There is no caution at the moment. Butch trying to get the thing started and headed in the right direction.
But he's going to stop. There we see. He goes up, makes some contact.
Four wide through there.
And there the caution flag finally does come out, but there's where you got the damage on that left front fender, I should say. Another angle.
For another angle. Now watch this. Hillen gets a little wobbly.
Boy, does Hillen, how does he not spin out?
That was a nice save by Bobby.
How in the world he did not spin out?
Now the onboard camera that Butch is carrying for us here today. Well, we won't see the replay from there, but the caution flag is out here. 95 laps are completed. So LaJoie's advantage that he had built up over Tim Fedewa, Matt Kenseth, Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Todd Bodine is now gone. And so are we for a commercial break.
Miller's Channel Lock Chevrolet.
And now from Shane Hall's on board. This ought to be good.
This really ought to be good because we see all these cars up there. Watch Hillen as he gets sideways. Now down comes.
And there's the contact.
Just barely could see it. What a great racetrack.
It's a nice wide racetrack. The banking isn't too steep.
We got some trouble.
Buckshot Jones. Buckshot Jones in the Cheez-Its car has hit the wall.
Left front tire is flat. We see some heavy damage to the right side of the Cheez-It car as the leader goes by him. No caution flag yet.
Buckshot was in Winston Cup. And they're going to work on the right side of the car. Let's take a look at what happened to Buckshot. Well, unable to determine.
Hard to tell unless the left front tire.
Back at Pikes Peak where the caution is out, and you will not believe why it is out. Here is Jeff making pit stops, but here's what happened to the leader, Randy LaJoie, running by himself.
Just riding along all of a sudden, and the car goes around. And we see he's got the right front tire locked down, sliding across the racetrack, and Randy LaJoie did not pit that time. You know that the tire has to be flat spotted.
Here it is once again. The car came close to contacting the wall, but I don't think it did. Boy, he flat spotted the tires. He slid to the inside, and here it is from another angle. He just got up too high, it looks like, and
the problem started down on the bottom of the racetrack. and like he hit the apron maybe with the left side. I think maybe he might have touched the apron with the left side. Ray Dunlap, do you have any idea what happened?
Well, not exactly, Benny, but Randy came on the radio and he said, I ran over something.
2.05 seconds now behind Earnhardt.
Ever see Santerre driving on the inside?
Oh, got a crash. Bobby Hillen, Glenn Allen Jr. slide into the grass here, right at the start-finish line, just beyond the start-finish line.
And if Hillen gets going, he will not lose a lap. He's got a little bit of damage to his car, and he will.
But Glenn Allen and he make contact.
Glenn Allen came off the corner, just pushed right up in the left rear of Bobby Hillen. Was the most surprised man in this racetrack because he just cruising along and all of a sudden, bam, he gets hit in the left rear.
He's been in so many tight situations and almost spun early in the race.
By the 99 car of Hunter, but he's now working on the other car of Lyndon Amick, and here comes.
Oh, Adam Petty has some damage on the left rear of his car, and Shane Hall has some damage on his car also. Well, it's no wonder as tight as these guys are racing out there.
Tough break for Adam Petty.
Adam thought, and a lot of other people,
campaigning in the NASCAR Busch Series, to talk to him yesterday.
Oh, Blaney is spinning. He was running up to 8th spot. Wow. Up to 8th position. He had made a nice move once again.
And the caution flag is out. That'll bunch these boys up.
Now, the two. So this is going to be interesting. Here's the replay on Blaney.
Just gets up too high for some reason. Gets in the loose stuff, and he does a pretty good job. Almost has it saved, but then he can't quite catch up with the steering wheel, and around he goes.
Not a great deal of contact, if any, with the wall, though. Let's watch it closely.
It's just a little bit too high. I wonder if there's any water down there or anything. That's in turn 1, wasn't it?
Yeah, up in 1 and 2. Slides down to the apron. Here it is again. I don't know, BP. He just seemed to head right for the wall.
Yeah, I think he just got in way too high and just never could get it back. He didn't hit the wall, I don't believe, but never could get it back under control.
If he did, he hit it very slightly. And there are reports of raindrops. And there is the rubber from Blaney's car.
Wow.
Well, boy.
Other crew members, as he watched them week after week, to cheer him on. He never lost faith in his ability, and he always called to congratulate the winner week after week. It may be his turn today.
Oh, a crash. Earnhardt Jr. is in the wall. Sorry, Jerry, to interrupt you, but Dale Earnhardt went it pretty good.
Oh, man. When it looked like that Earnhardt Jr. was going to gain some points on Matt Kenseth, this happens with just a few laps to go. And Andy said
Earnhardt.
There we see Todd Bodine got in the corner on the inside of Earnhardt, got the number 66 a little bit loose. When he straightened it up, when he had to make the correction, he ran in the left rear of Dale Earnhardt Jr.
There is Earnhardt into the wall on the driver's side.
Oh, we see him climbing out.
But there is the good news, yeah.
That is the good news.
One more tour of this 1 mile D-shaped track at Pikes Peak International.
There's a battle for third position between Todd Bodine and Jeff Green.
Bodine looks high down the backstretch. And a car on the wall is Dave Blaney. The pole sitter has wrecked on the final lap. The checkered flag is coming out. Andy Santerre is going to win at Pikes Peak International and his first Busch Series win.
Work. Barely. Dillon in the 59 with the gutsy move. Man, I was holding my breath on that. I had trouble getting through that corner in my rental car, and problems for Fuller. We showed you Fuller running high much of the lap there.
Phil Parsons also
Phil
involved.
Parsons' problems in the Alltel money. Nudged from behind by Todd Bodine in the 66.
Matt Kenseth just does go by in the 17 car.
And Raines in the 74 spins. And Phil had nowhere to go in the middle of all that.
Boy, when Fuller turned around there, Matt Kenseth was in between 2 cars and almost got taken out. That would have been big on his points race.
So the lead after Pikes Peak. Caution. Caution. Problems off turn number 4. That is Wayne Grubb. the link belt entry continuing on, but caution is on the speedway. It may be a tick early. Most of the teams are saying 80 laps. They would. Oh, look at what that tire.
That's a handsome look.
Caution, caution.
Caution. There it is. The 40 car. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, Blaney. And Miller. Not Blaney, Loney. Way. It'll be Inside NASCAR tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time right here on TNN Motorsports. Ned and Steve and Stephanie Boyd Durner. Uh-oh, tough break for Curtis Markham. Caution is on the speedway. He was running in 22nd spot.
Right rear tire down on the car. You see it flapping there as he's trying to. Oh, he got a little tap there from Adam Petty in the 45. And
another
then a
tap.
Real tap there. Adam Petty hard up against the outside wall there. That had to damage his car quite a bit also.
Adam Petty. Curtis Markham. Tangling lap 134. And we are under caution for the 4th time. Dale Earnhardt Jr. had taken the lead from Nemechek. Christopher.
Turn 2 behind you.
Trouble. Mike Dillon. You heard the spotter say the problem is behind you.
Caution flag.
And the caution in.
2 rights.
2 rights.
Yeah, he did pit. He drove by me, and I don't know where he's headed down there to do something.
Yeah, 2 rights.
He is getting 2 rights. See, I thought he would have been out of tires.
Yeah, I see it, but I don't want to point fingers. It looked like Wallace might have got him. As a matter
Either
of
him
fact.
or that guy.
Yeah. Trick.
All right, Dillon is in and he is out of tires. They're putting tires on, so they're going.
Second position as Hank Parker Jr. goes way wide.
Yeah, he lost control of the car there, slid up, but I know Casey Atwood was glad of it.
Caution! Oh, major problems. Kevin Grubb heading towards the wall. Terry Labonte spins. A host of other cars involved. This is out of turn 2. Shane Hall in the 43. Ted Christopher. Well, we saw Grubb and Christopher go right past our camera. There's another view. Look at Santerre go to the grass.
Yeah, right on the bottom there.
Let's see what happens here. Well, it's already going there.
Santerre in the grass. He was real lucky he didn't spin back up in harm's way there.
Well, let's take one more view again from our speed shot camera coming off the corner. Saw Trickle get a piece of Christopher. And we are under caution for the 6th time tonight. Matt Abernathy has the white flag in hand. One more lap around Gateway.
Boy, the crowd's going crazy, too. They really like Dale Earnhardt Jr. in this part of the country, and they're waving and pulling for him as he goes down through there, and they also like Randy LaJoie. I didn't mean to imply they don't.
It'll be Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s 11th Busch Series win in his 61st start. He'll also pick up 5 more bonus points for leading the most laps. Very valuable atop the battle for the Busch Series point standings. 4th win of the year, Dale Earnhardt Jr. going to victory lane here at Gateway International. Randy LaJoie finishes 2nd. Nemechek, Green, Keller, Kenson. That's how they come across the